What is Steve Harvey's net worth in 2022? And what are the most ridiculously expensive things that the incredible comedian owns? Let's find out in this amazing new video. Hey guys, welcome back to Luxurious Lifestyle. Steve Harvey is one of the greatest comedians to ever grace Hollywood. Apart from his insane sense of humor and down-to-earth personality, Steve Harvey has also produced and starred in many top-rated shows. And if anyone is deserving of the world's favorite entertainer award, it's Steve Harvey. For a man who happens to be one of the world's highest-paid comedians with a salary of $45 million, luxury definitely comes easy to Steve Harvey. But what is Steve Harvey's net worth in 2022? And how does the multimillionaire spend his hard-earned money? We're about to find out, cause in this video, we'll be showing you Steve Harvey's most expensive mansions, cars, watches, and so much more. But before we do, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos on your favorite celebrities and their net worth. And click the bell button below for instant notifications on new videos. If you've seen an episode of Family Feud, then you're bound to know of an ingenious comedian named Steve Harvey. Although Steve Harvey can afford a lifestyle so extravagant that most people can't afford, money didn't always flow like water for him. Steve Harvey had a humble beginning as the son of a coal miner and a Sunday school teacher, but he had a huge dream to be on television. As a kid, Steve made a promise to God that he would thank him and spread the word if he made it, and he definitely does that today by thanking God at the end of all his shows. After discovering his passion for comedy, Steve took a huge leap of faith when he decided to resign from his job to become a stand-up comedian. It was quite the tough start for Steve, and he soon became a homeless man who lived in his car and drove across the country for performances. After spending over a decade in the world of stand-up comedy, Steve Harvey's fame grew like wildfire after he collaborated with Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hurley, and the late Bernie Mac as one of the kings of comedy. The tour became one of the most successful comedy shows in history, and Steve Harvey received widespread fame and recognition. Steve Harvey went on to release Stone Trip, He Ain't Through With Me Yet, making the world realize that he wasn't done and he's here for the long haul. The DVD was so highly demanded that Steve Harvey released another one in 2008. In 2012, Steve Harvey ended his 27-year career as a comedian with one final act. But his career was far from over as he went on to star in many top-rated movies and shows such as Madea Goes to Jail, Me and the Boys, and so much more. Steve's biggest deal-breaker happened when he started hosting the award-winning Family Feud series. He also went on to write many bestsellers such as Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, which was eventually adapted into a movie. After its release, the Think Like a Man movie brought in $96.1 million at the box office. So how does this successful television host spend his millions of dollars? If there is anything that Steve Harvey would willingly spend his entire fortune on his suits. For alas, the man does love his suits. Steve Harvey is rarely ever found in anything other than a suit, and he was once convinced to wear denim when it was converted to a suit. These suits are estimated to cost thousands to millions of dollars per piece, but the real deal-breaker is the fact that although Steve has made over 1,000 appearances on TV, he has never repeated a suit. But the good thing is that Steve gives out his exotic suit collections every year, so at least those incredibly good suits are not going to waste. To top it all, Steve's fashion sense has been praised quite often, and he eventually went on to produce his own suit clothing line. Insane, right? While Steve is known for his fantastic taste in suits, he also proves that he really knows his fashion, and he has proven this countless times over the years. Steve knows that every good suit goes hand in hand with luxurious watches, and he is often seen wearing the latest and most exotic timepieces in the fashion world. His favorite watch brand is the Rolex, and he has been seen wearing several of these stunning pieces. One of his most remarkable purchases is a Rolex Date 40, which cost him a whooping sum of $89,712. Steve also owns a Rolex Daytona, which cost an incredible price of $168,209. Another really impressive watch owned by Steve Harvey is a classic Fusion Hublot watch. The stunning timepiece is a water-resistant timepiece with a sleek black look and 21 jewels. The watch was inspired by the original design made by the Swiss watchmaker, and it costs an incredible price of $9,400. Apart from his unique but expensive taste in fashion, Steve also enjoys his fair share of rides, and his tastes in vehicles are definitely not what you would expect. Steve's favorite ride is a pure white Rolls-Royce Phantom Drawfed Coupe with a price that could definitely drop heads. Although he got the car as a gift for his wife on her 50th birthday, they're often spotted driving it together, and it would seem like the exotic ride is the couple's favorite. The sleek and elegant vehicle cost him a jaw-dropping sum of $500,000 due to customizations. Steve Harvey also owns an all-white Bentley Mulsanne that was gifted to him by his wife on his 59th birthday. But isn't that incredible? Love, they say, brings all good things, and if the reward of love is the gift of a brand new car in the Harvey household, then I can't wait to dive in. Just kidding though, but the luxurious Bentley Mulsanne is worth an incredible price of $310,800. Steve also owns a luxurious Rolls-Royce Ghost with a champagne color. He was recently seen circling around the car with an incredulous Steve Harvey trademark expression on his face. The starting price of the amazing vehicle is an insane price of $340,500. But that's not all. Although this is quite costly, Steve loaned this car to Melanie Henderson, a high school basketball star, for her prom night. Although Steve Harvey's total car collection is estimated to be worth $2 million, the most expensive car in his garage is a Rolls-Royce Phantom 8, which set him back a gigantic sum of $543,350. Steve also owns some impressive cars in his garage, such as a classic Ford. The Ford is highly valued by Steve, as it was once his home before he got rich and famous. Steve has also made some ridiculously expensive but gorgeous real estate investments over the years. One of them is a penthouse condo on the 88th floor of, get this, Trump International Hotel and Tower in Chicago. Steve stayed there while he was still filming the Steve Harvey Show in Chicago, but he eventually listed it for a stunning price of $7.7 million after his show was moved to Los Angeles. Steve Harvey owns not one but two estates in Texas, but one of his most impressive purchases is a Sandy Springs mansion in Atlanta, Georgia. The mansion is said to be Steve's favorite, and it has a humidor where some of his most expensive cigars are stored alongside a mini golf course. But that's not all. Steve took this tram house to the next level when he decided to convert the first floor of the estate into his own private man cave. The incredible mansion cost him a whooping sum of $3.5 million. Another notable estate owned by Steve is a mansion in Beverly Park. The mansion comes with 5 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, a library, and a modern kitchen. It also features staff quarters, a guest house, and a swimming pool. Steve got this luxurious mansion for a rental price of $110,000, which amounts to over $1 million a year. What do you think about Steve's expensive but elegant taste in real estate? Steve Harvey is the classy example of starting from the rock-hard bottom. Now he's here. But even after making it to the top, he still pursues his passions with the same tenacity as when he started out. Although Steve is known as one of the busiest men in Hollywood, he makes room for family time, and he is known for spending gigantic sums on vacations with the family. Steve Harvey recently took his wife on a 2-week vacation on a private yacht, and it sure seemed like the ultimate experience. The luxurious trip cost them an insane price of $2 million for the yacht alone, and we can't help but wonder how much the successful entrepreneur and actor spent on the entire trip.
Steve went from a stand-up comedian living in a car to one of the most recognized comedians of all time. And his story is real proof to us all that true happiness comes from following your dreams. That's all for today on the amazing and luxurious lifestyle of Steve Harvey. What do you think about Steve Harvey's insanely expensive fashion tastes? Let us know in the comment section below. And don't forget to click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Have an amazing day. We can't wait to see you in the next video.
You gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah.